Piss Pups Productions!
Hello again, everybody. My name is Nicholas Pierce, or just simply Nico, and today we're back with another. Wait, hold on, cut everything. We hit 200 subscribers! We had a challenge to hit it by the end of August, and thanks to all of you guys, we for sure hit that goal. Now I bet you're wondering, how are we going to celebrate? Well, with none other than our 200 subscriber special, which is the reason why I haven't uploaded for like the past 2 weeks. Now, I've just been focusing more on like the writing aspect of making videos, because like I write my videos now, and like it takes a little bit to like put everything together since this is a little bit lengthy, but I promise you guys are really gonna like this project. And if you want to find out what it is first, well then just go follow my Instagram. Oh, you still haven't done it? Okay, I'll wait. Guys, we've been over this before. It's that simple. It's that simple. And on top of writing stuff, I was going to upload an impression video last week, but something happened. Well, it's nothing major, just like for some reason my throat just got a little bit sore, so I just wanted to let that rest for a bit before I continued to upload videos. And now since it's back, and now since it's here, I'm now ready to go back to doing the things I love, and we're ready to get back at it again. Now, as promised, if you guys liked the first impression video, then I was gonna do another one for season 1B in terms of the Cuphead Show, and boy did you guys like the first one. So here we are doing season 1B, and this season is interesting. The interesting thing about the season is that, one, I think that there's actually less representation of Cuphead bosses from the Cuphead game into this show. But at the same time, there's also more, because, sure, you got your base characters, or not, I wouldn't want to say base characters, but like the characters in season 1A, but there are also some new characters in season 1B, like a lot more that are explored in terms of the show. So, for that reason, I want to do these impressions in an order that's somewhat different. Of course, I'm going to give the game characters more priority, but since there's so much, I want to do it in like episode format this time around. And what I mean by that is, well, for episode 1, I'm going to do characters from episode 1, then I'm going to go to 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, so on, so on. Now, I'm not going to take up too much of your time with it, we're just going to get right into it, and as always, if you guys want to see more of this, well, you obviously know what to do. And without further ado, let's get into the Cuphead Show Impressions Part 2.
Howdy, Herod Hatchetface. I patched up the holes in your favorite socks.
Wow, good as no. Thanks, Muggsy.
Morning, Lefty. Got that blood out of your jumpsuit.
Thanks, you're the best, Muggsy.
Here's your blankie, Miss Cyclops. You're welcome.
You boys just bought yourself a day of breaking rocks. You boys just bought yourself a night in the box. You boys just bought yourself a night in the box breaking rocks.
Now, episode 1 was the first cliffhanger in the series, and I say it was a pretty good episode. Personally, I like how they incorporated Miss Cyclops in the show, because like I honestly didn't expect that. I loved how they made her like a like a prisoner, so that's honestly a really good touch. And just like I like how they were really creative with all the other inmates. Like that's honestly, that's honestly a really good choice. And yeah, I'd say that this was a pretty solid episode. Now, I know I'm talking about these episodes once I finish all the characters, but I just want to stop real quick how they gave Hildeberg, like, one cameo. Like, honestly, Hildeberg deserves more than that. I really hope that Hildeberg gets, like, a better representation in another episode, and not giving, like, the grim matchstick routine, but just, like, let's move on.
Step aside, boys. We don't want you. We just want the chalice.
Hey! His heartfelt speech possessed a distraction so that C can get away! Now, episode 2 was sort of a continuation of episode 1, and it was a pretty good episode. I didn't really like it as much as the first one, but like yeah, like Chalice was really fun to see return. What? It was really fun to see Chalice return in like this episode, and like she honestly is a wonderful character. Well, character-wise in the show, people don't really like her, but like character-wise and show-wise, she's honestly a really good character, and I honestly really like this episode. And like, it was nice to do some impressions of like the angry mob and like that one cameo of Hildeberg, which I'm still mad about. But hopefully the next episode will be a little better, which it actually is.
Yar! Who dares stow away on the ship of Captain Briny Beard?
He's gonna kill us! Hey, look, mister. We were just looking for a high seas adventure, that's all. It was all his idea.
Stop squawking and start sniffing!
Rah! Start sniffing! Start sniffing!
No one has ever unstoned themselves before.
It's 'cause I love ya, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Understood.
Look, Briny, you're a nice guy. But for me, my career comes first.
But,
Romance isn't in the cards right now.
but,
It will never work between us.
but...
Episode 3 is my favorite episode in the entire season. Like, I just love that episode. I love how they incorporated both Briny Beard and Cala Maria into the show. And honestly, Briny Beard has to be one of my favorite characters in the whole show. I love his voice, I love his personality, and I'm honestly surprised with Cala Maria too. Like, I was not expecting her voice, but somehow it works, and I also love her personality as well, and just like, they did his character really well. Now, I know I did a horrible job of doing Cala Maria, but you have to remember that I am a man, and it's kind of hard to pull off that kind of voice, and which sucks because sounds like it's a very fun voice to do, and I really want to make sure I nail it, but just like I just don't have really the right vocal range for that. Like, I think I'm a little bit more tenor, and I don't know what the vocal range is for Cala Maria, but just like I just can't really hit it that well. I feel like with practice I could, but just like if there's a character I'm better at, it's definitely Briny Beard, and I love that I'm really good with Briny Beard.
Special delivery for you this time. It's a pie.
No thank you. Here's your mail.
Wait. Stay a while.
I need to deliver the mail.
What you need is a new brother. Just listen to how good this sounds. Bugman, mailman. Mailman, mugman. Mugman, 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 mailman. Mailman, mugman. You, Boldface, you're hired. I didn't prepare a monologue or a song. Doesn't matter, we're brothers now. Please be gentle, I'm very fragile.
Now, episode 4 made me realize something. You may remember in my first Cuphead video, I said this. Bullboy, amazing character. That's it. And you can't tell me otherwise. Bullboy, amazing. Literally love Bullboy. Bullboy, awesome. Yeah, that sort of changed a bit for this episode. Now look, I don't hate Bullboy now or anything. Just like Bullboy, just like, he's a little... Like, I still like the character. I still like what they did with Bullboy since, he is a new addition. Like, I just, wish they didn't necessarily make him like a creepy character. Like, I sort of wish that he was sort of like, just a character that's trying to like, fit in, but like, just isn't able to because, no one really, accepts him. But, actually, they did that with Bullboy being creepy in his personality. Like, they sort of did that, especially when it's like, there's something you gotta know first. Bullboy's always got a few tricks up his sleeve. That voice wasn't really a good example of his personality, but like, I mean, you get the picture. That is a fun line to say, though. Bullboy's Alright, what's next?
What is this place? Didn't you hear the song? It's Sugarland. My name is Bannisford Board, and today is your lucky day. You get to eat all the sweet treats you desire. And goodbye. Thanks for watching.
No!
Now, I really like episodes that dedicate an entire episode to like a boss in Cuphead, and they did that with Briny Beard and Cala Maria, but then with this one, they did it with Baroness von Bonbon, and like, I think I do a better job with Baroness von Bonbon than I do with Cala Maria because her voice fits more of my vocal range, and in terms of character, I could sort of hit it. But at the same time, you know, she and Bullboy sort of had the same joke where they stretch out all. Like I bet if you said it in Bullboy's voice, it would sound weird. Like, you contain all the sweet treats you desire. Like you could literally swap it with each one, and they'd still have the same joke, and somehow it's just still funny to me for both of them. So yeah, I really do like this episode. I really like, you know, the art behind it. I really do like Baroness von Bonbon as a character. Like, really, really, really well done episode. Now, before we move on to episode 6, let me just say, I freaking called it! Arr! Well, hey there! Would you like to hear the flavor of the day?
No,
It's different every day!
No, look,
But you don't even know what the flavor of the day is!
Sorry, what'd you say? I just love asking top music playing a full blast. It's all I listen to. Oh, I thought you were my ice cream man. No, sorry.
Now, this episode is another one of my favorite episodes. I like how they dedicated an episode entirely to Mugman, and, like, that's really amazing. And just, like, you know, Mugman's, like, my favorite character in the whole show, so it's nice that they dedicate an entire episode just to him. And, like, you know, the episode is really well done. It's very fun to watch. It's really, really enjoyable. I love the Ice Cream Man, you know, literally just wonderful episode, wonderful characters. I really love it. And also, that episode originated Mugman Jump Scare. Sorry about that. Alright, now let's move on.
Good morning, Ludwig.
Yes, good morning, Mugman. What a lovely day is any day I get to see my favorite student, Mugman. Now, this episode was sort of alright. Like, I like how they brought Ludwig back, and I like how they sort of created his character. But, I feel like I've seen an episode like this before, where the person who's learning the lessons, fails miserably. The person who has no experience with it does better than the person who's learning from it. And, like, still it's a fun episode to watch, but just, like, Ludwig ends up taking advantage of Cuphead in the end, you know, he ends up getting his karma. So, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I do like the episode, and I really do like the character of Ludwig, you know, very, very formal, very, you know, vocal, and I honestly like it a lot. A Cyclops with an eye patch. And how does that work exactly? Ah, it doesn't. Ew. And what's this thing? Get rid of Brat Boy over there, and Cuphead's all ours.
Oh, brother. This is the worst one yet.
That feels better. Horseman number 2 was right. Our horses ran away. That means we get the rest of the day off. Oh, hey! They got pumpkin pie! Woo-hoo! Yeah, I love pumpkin pie! Now, this episode was amazing because, one, King Dice returned, and you can't go wrong with Wayne Brady as King Dice, but just, secondly, how the episode was just executed really well. Just, like, how the characters have such a small part, but just, like, makes them somewhat memorable, especially the like little creature thing or whatever it's called, I don't know. But the episode was done really well. I really do love, you know, the characters' voices, and just, like, you know, really, really, really well done. Until tomorrow, dear sweet the theater. Who's there? Oh, do excuse me.
We're ghost removers. Are you having any paranormal issues? Why, yes! We've been trapped in that painting for 100 years, waiting for someone to take our places. Can you help with that?
It's our turn to go out in the world and have some fun.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be trapped in the same house with your sibling day in and day out?
Yes.
Good. Then you'll be used to it. Cause who's ever in the painting at the stroke of midnight will be stuck in there for the next 100 years.
Now this episode was alright for the most part. I really love Sally Stage playing. I really love her character. I honestly love how, they put the thespian in her voice and made her really love theater and I love what they did with the character. My only problem was it was just a cameo. They should have given her much more. I would have loved to see an entire play episode in Cuphead. They had so much potential with the character. I really hope they explore her more in future episodes. I really do love Sally Stage as a character, as well as the other characters. I mean, they're all right for the most part. I mean, I don't hate them, just they're not really as memorable as most of the other characters. But they're still fun characters to play, I suppose, and yeah, this episode was all right.
Hey, who are you? The name is Werner Vermin. I hereby claim ownership of this cottage and all its contents. You will leave immediate. Ha ha ha.
Now, this episode really brings in the cartoon in the show. I really like how they made Werner Werman, a character that would appear in sort of the Tom and Jerry cartoons. Because, to be fair, that cat in this boss fight is basically Tom from Tom and Jerry. Well, not really. Just he looks similar to it's a cat, okay? But this really brought in some sort of wacky Looney Tunes type style. And I really do like how this episode went full on cartoon. And I really do love this episode. I really love Werner Werman as a character. I really love how they performed him in this character. And really, really well done.
So I says, honey, you must be pollen my leg. Get it, honey? Pollen? 'Cause we're bees?
I don't get it. Now, these two characters are mostly me whenever I tell a joke and the other person doesn't get it, when clearly the intention is there, but they still don't laugh. Honestly, I really do like how these two characters were given a really small part, but they really did have some sort of personality into there, and I really do like them for how smart the part is. But this episode in general really showed Elder Kettle's backstory, and it showed how crazy he could possibly get. So yeah, this episode was pretty good, and I like it.
So, are you gonna introduce me to a little friend?
Well, that seems to be all the characters for Season 1B. And, I gotta say, Season 1B is a lot better than Season 1A. I love this season a whole lot more because they explored a lot more with the characters, and, they made the characters, they gave the characters, really wonderful voices, really wonderful personalities. I really love all these characters, and well, not all of them, but, some I love more than others, but really, really well done with this with this season. Really, really well done, and I really did love what I saw, and I honestly love the cliffhanger at the end. I mean, at this point, you should have watched the series, but I'm still not gonna spoil it. But really, really, really well done with this episode, and I honestly really love all the characters' voices. And with that just brings us down to the end of another Impressions episode. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And also, leave a comment telling me what other impressions you want to hear. I don't know, they don't necessarily have to be Cuphead related. They could be from an entirely different series, but I'll try and do my best, whichever series I'm interested in, whichever, series works for me best. And, yeah, I definitely want to explore more aspects of that. And also, this is probably going to be one of the last Pearson videos you're going to see for a while, because, I mean, it's not the last one, but I want to focus more on, puppet videos now, since, I've gotten done what I did with, my impression videos. And the next video is going to be a puppet video, so be tuned with that. Stay tuned with that. The 200 subscriber special is going to be a puppet video, and I don't know what's going to happen next from there, but, I do have really good plans, so do stay tuned. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks for watching.